My beloved friend, in the stillness of life's most trying moments, when the noise of the world becomes unbearable, have you ever felt an almost imperceptible stir within your spirit? That quiet, delicate sensation is God's subtle voice, gently calling upon His chosen ones to be attentive. It is a signal, a profound nudge, indicating that you are on the verge of stepping away from the known, from the familiar, and embarking on a new, divinely guided journey. You are not merely another soul drifting through life. You have been handpicked by God for a unique and sacred purpose. All the struggles, the heartaches, the moments of doubt, they've been preparing you for this. God's whisper isn't just a random thought or fleeting feeling. It is a sacred invitation to step into a season of transition. He is pulling you away from the places of comfort that have restrained your growth, guiding you towards fresh opportunities, newfound victories, and transformative growth. Though the path ahead may seem daunting and unclear, trust in this: God is with you every step of the way. He is unlocking doors no one else can shut, and He is closing chapters that no longer serve the grand design He has for your life. As one of God's chosen, you were never meant to remain stagnant, frozen in place. You were made to evolve, to grow, and to fulfill the divine calling placed upon your life. Even in the face of uncertainty, God's quiet call is a reminder that you are being lovingly guided by a Father who will illuminate your every step. His whispers are soft but potent, urging you to leave behind what no longer serves you and boldly walk into the new with unwavering faith. This is not a call to fear, but a call to trust, a call to step into greater things, things beyond your current understanding. You are being asked to embrace this change, to have faith in the process, and to know that He goes before you, preparing the way. Take heart and embrace this divine nudge today. You are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary, ready to step beyond the ordinary into the extraordinary plans He has for you. As you lean into this divine whisper, remember that this is not just a departure from the physical comforts of your life, but a spiritual shift, a transition ordained by God Himself. He is ushering you out of your comfort zone, moving you away from places, habits, and circumstances that have tethered you to mediocrity. In their place, He is presenting you with new opportunities, with chances to grow in ways you never thought possible, and with victories you could not have imagined, though you might feel intimidated by the uncertainty of the path ahead. Rest assured that God's perfect plan is unfolding for you. His guidance is intentional, deliberate, and tailored specifically to your needs and your purpose. Doors that seemed permanently closed will now open before you, revealing pathways that lead to the life you were always meant to live. And just as surely, God will close doors that no longer serve His purpose in your journey, sealing off past relationships, careers, or habits that have become dead weight, preventing your growth. You must trust in this divine pruning, for it is necessary for your evolution and for the fulfillment of the destiny He has carved out just for you. As one of God's chosen, you were never meant to remain in one place for too long, never meant to dwell in stagnation. You were created to grow, to change, to evolve into the person He has always intended you to be. The trials you have faced, the doubts, the tribulations, were not in vain. They were meant to mold you, to shape your character, and to prepare you for the path that lies ahead. Every challenge has been a lesson, every hardship a preparation for this very moment. Even now, as you step forward into this new chapter of your life, the road may seem unclear. You might not understand all the details of what lies ahead, but you can take comfort in knowing that God is with you. His whisper is a promise a quiet assurance that you are not walking this journey alone. He walks before you, guiding your every step, lighting the way so that you can move forward in faith and courage. His whispers are not random. They are tailored to the unique needs of your heart. He knows you better than you know yourself. He is preparing you to leave behind the old, the things that no longer align with your divine purpose, and to step boldly into the new. His whispers are not meant to create fear, but to fill you with the confidence that you are being led by a good and faithful Father. A Father who has your best interests at heart and who is always working behind the scenes. Even when you cannot see it, today, embrace His whispers. Hold on to them as you prepare to leave the past behind and step into the future that awaits you. You are about to embark on a journey that will bring you closer to your true purpose. Do not shrink back from it. Instead, move forward with the knowledge that this is what you were created for. As you move through this transition, it is important to remember that not everyone in your current circle is destined to take this leap with you. This time of transformation may require you to part ways with people or situations that are no longer in alignment with your higher calling. While this can be painful, it is also necessary for your spiritual evolution. Not everyone can follow where you are going, and that is okay. Each person has their own journey, their own time of growth. As you move forward, focus on the destiny that God has laid out for you. Separate yourself from anything or anyone that holds you back, knowing that this is part of the process of becoming who you are meant to be. The journey ahead is one of great change and profound growth. It is a time when you are called to leave behind old struggles, old patterns, and old limitations. It is a time to embrace the new possibilities that God has prepared for you. You are being called to step into a future that is filled with purpose, aligned with God's divine plans for your life. When God calls you to leave, it is not just a physical move, it is a spiritual transformation. It is a call to grow, to evolve, to become more of who you were created to be. It is a departure from past stagnation and a leap into new, exciting realms of possibility. This call is not just a whisper in the wind, it is a deep, transformative nudge that propels you toward the path you were always meant to walk. There will be moments when you feel unsure, moments when you question whether you are truly capable of the task set before you. But remember this: God does not call the equipped, He equips the called. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You only need to have faith that the answers will come as you move forward. God will provide you with everything you need to succeed. He will give you the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to navigate this new chapter of your life. As you stand at this crossroads, it is important to reflect on the moments in your life when you have felt the gentle nudge to move on, to leave the familiar behind, and to step into something greater. Have you ever felt a whisper in your soul, urging you to take a leap of faith? Are you at a place in your life where you sense that change is near, but you are unsure of how to proceed? If so, know that you are on the threshold of something extraordinary. The path ahead may seem daunting, but it is filled with opportunities for growth, for transformation, and for becoming the person you were always meant to be. Do not be afraid to step into the unknown. Do not be afraid to leave behind the things that no longer serve you. Trust that God is with you, guiding you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. This journey is not just about physical movement, it is about spiritual evolution. It is about letting go of the past and embracing the future with open arms. It is about stepping into your destiny with faith and courage, knowing that God has already prepared the way for you. And remember, not everyone is meant to walk this path with you. As you move forward, there will be people who do not understand your journey, who cannot see the vision that God has placed in your heart. But that is okay. Trust that God will bring the right people into your life at the right time. People who will support you, uplift you, and encourage you on your journey. This path you are on is not just about change, it is about transformation. It is about growth. It is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. And as you walk this path, know that you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. Embrace this journey with faith, with courage, and with the assurance that God is working all things together for your good. You are being called to something greater, something more. You are being called to leave the past behind and step into the future that God has prepared for you. As you reflect on your journey, remember that every step you have taken has led you to this moment. The trials you've faced, the lessons you've learned, and the growth you've experienced have all been part of God's divine preparation for you. It is easy to doubt when the path seems unclear or when the weight of uncertainty looms over you. Yet, it is in these very moments of doubt that faith is called to rise. God's whispers, though quiet, carry the strength of a promise, a guarantee that you are being led into a future that holds far more than you can presently imagine. The beauty of God's guidance lies in its subtlety. While you may not always understand the how or why of His plan, trust that each step is divinely orchestrated for your good. It is often in the quiet, seemingly insignificant moments that God works the most profound miracles in our lives. These whispers are not a loud proclamation of change but a gentle urging, a quiet nudge that leads you toward transformation. Consider the moments in your life when you felt a restlessness in your spirit, an undeniable sense that you were meant for more. This restlessness is often the precursor to God's call, a sign that He is preparing you for something new. Have you ever found yourself feeling disconnected from your current circumstances, even though everything seems fine on the surface? This feeling of disconnect is not to be feared but embraced. It is God's way of letting you know that you are ready for the next chapter of your life. As you stand on the brink of this new season, it is important to understand that not everyone will accompany you on this journey. There will be those who cannot see the vision God has placed in your heart. And that's okay. Each person has their own journey to walk, their own time for growth and transformation. Do not be discouraged if you find yourself walking alone for a time. God will bring the right people into your life at the right time. People who are aligned with your purpose and who will help propel you forward. This is a time of separation, a time to let go of the things and people that no longer serve your divine purpose. While it may be painful, this separation is necessary for your spiritual evolution. You cannot carry everyone with you into this new season, and that's okay. God's plan for your life is uniquely yours, and He will guide you through every step, providing you with the strength and courage you need to move forward. As you embrace this divine calling, remember that it is not just about leaving behind the old, it is about stepping into the new with faith, with courage, and with a sense of divine assurance. God is not asking you to leave the familiar for the sake of change alone. He is calling you to step into a future that is filled with purpose, a future that aligns with the unique gifts and talents He has placed within you. There will be moments when the path ahead seems uncertain, when you are tempted to look back at the comfort of the familiar. But remember this: God has not called you to remain stagnant. He has called you to grow, to evolve, to step into the fullness of who He created you to be. Every challenge, every trial, and every moment of doubt has been preparing you for this. You are not the same person you were yesterday, and that is a testament to the work God has been doing in your life. As you move forward, Take comfort in the knowledge that God is with you every step of the way. He is opening doors that no one can close, and He is closing doors that no longer serve His purpose in your life. This is a time of divine alignment, a time when God is positioning you for greater things. Do not be afraid to step into the unknown, for God is already there, preparing the way for you. His whispers are a reminder that you are being led by a loving and faithful Father, one who knows the desires of your heart and who is committed to seeing you fulfill your divine purpose. He is guiding you away from the things that have held you back and is leading you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. This journey is not just about physical movement, it is about spiritual transformation. It is about letting go of the things that no longer align with your purpose and stepping into the new with confidence and faith. It is about trusting that God's plan for your life is good, even when you cannot see the full picture. As you continue to move forward, remember that this is a journey of growth. You are not created to remain the same. You are created to evolve, to grow, and to fulfill the unique purpose that God has placed within you. The trials you faced were not in vain. They were necessary for your growth and for the fulfillment of your destiny. God's whispers are not just a call to action. They are a reminder of His faithfulness. He is with you, guiding your every step, lighting the way even when the path ahead seems unclear. His whispers are a promise that you are not alone, that you are being led by a loving Father who has your best interests at heart. Today, embrace His whispers, hold on to them as you prepare to leave the past behind and step into the future that awaits you. You are about to embark on a journey that will bring you closer to your true purpose. Do not shrink back from it. Instead, move forward with the knowledge that this is what you were created for. The beauty of God's timing is that it is always perfect. You may not understand the timing of your transition, but trust that it is happening exactly when it is meant to. God is never early, and He is never late. He is always right on time, and His timing is always for your good. As you prepare to leave behind the familiar, remember that you are not walking this journey alone. God is with you, guiding you every step of the way. He is opening doors that no one can close and is closing doors that no longer serve His purpose in your life. Trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and know that you are being led toward a future that is filled with His blessings. As you embrace this journey, remember that not everyone will understand your path. There will be those who cannot see the vision that God has placed in your heart. And that's okay. Each person has their own journey to walk, their own time for growth and transformation. Do not be discouraged if you find yourself walking alone for a time. God will bring the right people into your life at the right time. People who are aligned with your purpose and who will help propel you forward. This is a time of divine separation, a time to let go of the things and people that no longer serve your higher calling. While it may be painful, this separation is necessary for your spiritual evolution. You cannot carry everyone with you into this new season, and that's okay. God's plan for your life is uniquely yours, and He will guide you through every step, providing you with the strength and courage you need to move forward. As you press forward into this new season, do so with the full confidence that this is exactly where God wants you to be. Every door that opens before you, and every one that closes behind you, is part of a divine orchestration far beyond what you could imagine. It is no accident that you find yourself at this moment, at this very juncture in your life. Every event, every relationship, every experience has been preparing you for this, molding you, and shaping you into the person that God has destined you to become. Though the path forward may not always be clear, though you may encounter moments of uncertainty or even fear, know that God's hand is upon you. He is guiding you with purpose, even in the moments when you feel as though you are walking through darkness. His light shines ahead of you, illuminating the way, even if you can only see the next step in front of you. Trust that each step is leading you toward the fulfillment of your divine purpose, toward a destiny that has been crafted specifically for you. In these moments of transition, when God whispers that you are about to leave behind the familiar, remember that this is not just a physical departure but a spiritual one as well. You are being called to leave behind not only the physical places that have held you back but also the mindsets, the habits, and the beliefs that have kept you from stepping into the fullness of who you were created to be. This is a time of shedding, a time of release, a time to let go of everything that no longer serves your higher purpose. God's call is not just about stepping into new opportunities, it is about becoming a new person. It is about allowing yourself to be transformed, to be renewed, to be made whole. The journey ahead is not just about external change, it is about internal growth. It is about allowing God to refine you, to strip away the parts of you that are no longer in alignment with His plan, and to build up the parts of you that are ready to step into the future He has prepared for you. This is not an easy process. There will be moments of discomfort, moments of doubt, moments when you may question whether you are truly ready for this next step. But in those moments, remember that God does not call the qualified, He qualifies the called. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You only need to have faith, faith that God will provide, that He will equip you with everything you need to succeed, that He will guide you through every challenge and every trial. As you prepare to leave behind the old and step into the new, take time to reflect on the journey that has brought you here. Consider the moments when you have felt God's whisper, gently urging you forward. Reflect on the times when you have sensed a restlessness in your spirit, a deep knowing that you were meant for more. These moments have not been in vain. They have been preparing you for this very season of your life. Now is the time to embrace the new with open arms, to step into the unknown with courage and faith. Now is the time to trust that God's plan for your life is good. Even when you cannot see the full picture, you are being called to something greater, something more. You are being called to leave behind the things that no longer serve you and to step into the future that God has prepared for you. As you move forward, remember that not everyone will understand your journey. There will be those who question your decisions, who cannot see the vision that God has placed in your heart. But do not let this deter you. Your journey is uniquely yours, and God has called you to walk a path that is specifically designed for you. Trust that He will bring the right people into your life at the right time, people who will support you, uplift you, and encourage you as you step into this new season. In this time of transition, it is important to remain focused on the destiny that God has set before you. It is easy to become distracted by the opinions of others, to be swayed by the voices of doubt and fear. But now, more than ever, it is crucial to keep your eyes fixed on the path that God has laid out for you. This is a time of divine separation, a time to let go of anything that no longer aligns with your higher purpose. As you continue to move forward, trust that God's timing is perfect. He is never early, and He is never late. He is always right on time, and His timing is always for your good. You may not understand why things are happening the way they are, but trust that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life for your ultimate good. This journey is not just about physical movement, it is about spiritual transformation. It is about letting go of the old and embracing the new with faith and courage. It is about stepping into the fullness of who you were created to be. As you walk this path, know that God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. This is not a time to shrink back in fear. This is a time to step forward in faith, knowing that God's hand is upon you, that He is guiding your every step, that He is preparing the way for you. Trust in His plan, trust in His timing, and trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. As you embrace this new season, remember that you were not created to remain stagnant. You were created to grow, to evolve, and to fulfill the divine purpose that God has placed within you. This is a time of growth, a time of transformation, a time to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. God's whispers are not just a call to action, they are a reminder of His faithfulness. He is with you, guiding your every step, lighting the way even when the path ahead seems unclear. His whispers are a promise that you are not alone, that you are being led by a loving Father who has your best interests at heart. As you move forward, hold on to His whispers, let them guide you, let them comfort you, and let them remind you that you are walking a path that has been divinely ordained for you. This is your time, this is your season. Embrace it with faith, with courage, and with the knowledge that God is working all things together for your good. As you embark on this new chapter of your life, know that this journey is deeply personal. It is a journey that will require you to dig deep within yourself, to confront your fears, your doubts, and your insecurities. It is not a journey for the faint of heart, but for those who are willing to trust in the process, to trust in God's timing, and to trust that they are being guided by a force far greater than themselves. This journey is about more than just moving from one place to another. It is about a complete transformation of who you are, of how you see the world, and of how you engage with the divine calling that has been placed upon your life. You are not just stepping into a new season. You're stepping into a new version of yourself. One that is stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the person you were always meant to be. As you walk this path, there will be moments of discomfort. There will be times when you feel as though the weight of the world is on your shoulders, when the challenges before you seem insurmountable. But it is in these moments that your faith will be tested. And it is in these moments that your faith will grow. God does not bring you to a place of transition only to leave you there. He walks with you every step of the way, guiding you, strengthening you, and reminding you that you are never alone. In these moments of uncertainty, when the path ahead seems unclear, it is important to remember that God's plan is always for your good. He is not calling you to step into the unknown without first equipping you with everything you need to succeed. The trials you've faced have been preparing you for this. The lessons you've learned have been shaping you into the person you are becoming. And the experiences you've had have been molding you for the purpose that is now unfolding before you. You may not always understand why certain things have happened, or why you've been called to walk through certain valleys, but trust that each moment has been a part of God's divine preparation. He has been refining you, sharpening you, and preparing you for a season of growth and expansion that is far greater than anything you could have imagined. This is not just about leaving behind the familiar. It is about stepping into a future that is filled with promise, with potential, and with purpose. As you step forward, know that you are not walking this path alone. God is with you, guiding your every move, orchestrating every detail, and ensuring that you are exactly where you need to be. His whispers are a constant reminder that you are being led by a loving and faithful Father. One who has your best interests at heart, and one who is committed to seeing you fulfill the purpose that He has placed within you. There will be moments when the road ahead seems difficult, when you are tempted to turn back to the familiar, to the comfortable, to the things that you know. But in those moments, remember that God has not called you to remain stagnant. He has called you to grow, to evolve, to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. The path ahead may not always be easy, but it is a path that is filled with opportunities for growth, for transformation, and for becoming the person that God has always intended for you to become. As you continue to walk this path, keep your eyes fixed on the purpose that God has placed before you. Do not be swayed by the opinions of others, or by the doubts that may try to creep in. Trust that God's plan for your life is good, and that He is leading you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. This journey is not just about physical movement, it is about spiritual growth. It is about letting go of the things that no longer serve you, and stepping into the new with confidence and faith. It is about trusting that God's timing is perfect, and that He is guiding you every step of the way. As you move forward, know that there will be moments of challenge, but also moments of great joy. There will be times when you are tested, but also times when you will experience breakthroughs. These moments of challenge and breakthrough are part of the process, part of the journey toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. God's whispers are not just a call to action, they are a reminder of His faithfulness. They are a promise that you are not alone, that you are being guided by a loving Father who has your best interests at heart. His whispers are a constant assurance that you are on the right path, that you are being led toward a future that is filled with His blessings. Embrace this journey with faith, with courage, and with the knowledge that God is working all things together for your good. You are about to embark on a journey that will bring you closer to your true purpose. Do not shrink back from it. Instead, step forward with confidence, knowing that this is exactly where you are meant to be. As you continue on this path, remember that you are not just leaving behind the familiar. You are stepping into a future that is filled with potential. You are stepping into a season of growth, of expansion, and of becoming the person that God has always intended for you to be. This is your time. This is your season. Embrace it with faith, with courage, and with the assurance that God is working all things together for your good. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but it is a journey that is worth taking. It is a journey that will lead you toward a future that is filled with God's blessings, with His favor, and with His purpose. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. God is with you, guiding your every step, and ensuring that you are exactly where you need to be. This is not just a time of transition, it is a time of transformation. It is a time of becoming the person you were always meant to be. It is a time of stepping into the fullness of who God has created you to be. As you continue on this journey, hold on to the whispers of God. Let them guide you, let them comfort you, and let them remind you that you are walking a path that has been divinely ordained for you. As you stand at the edge of this new beginning, allow yourself to feel the magnitude of what lies ahead. This is not just another step forward in your journey. It is a monumental leap into a life that is overflowing with divine purpose and meaning. Everything that has come before this moment, the challenges, the hardships, the lessons, has been leading you to this point. It's as though every piece of the puzzle is now falling into place, and you can finally see the beautiful picture that God has been crafting all along. God's whispers are more than just soft nudges, they are sacred invitations, calling you to leave behind the weight of the past and step into the light of the future. In these whispers, there is the promise of new beginnings, new adventures, and new victories. But more than that, there is the promise of becoming a new creation. With each step you take, you are being transformed. You are shedding the old, the outdated, the worn out, and embracing the new, the vibrant, and the divinely inspired. There is a certain beauty in the unknown, in stepping into a place where you are not quite sure what will happen next. It is in these moments of uncertainty that faith truly comes alive. It is in these moments that you are given the opportunity to trust in something far greater than yourself. Trust that God is weaving together a tapestry of your life that is more magnificent than you could ever imagine. Trust that He is guiding you with precision and care, ensuring that each step you take is leading you toward His ultimate plan for your life. The journey you are on is not meant to be easy. It is meant to stretch you, to challenge you, to refine you into the person you were created to be. Just as a diamond is formed under immense pressure, so too are you being shaped and molded through the trials and tribulations of life. Each challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Each obstacle is an opportunity for transformation. Each setback is a setup for a greater comeback. And while this journey may feel lonely at times, know that you are never truly alone. God is walking with you. Every step of the way, His presence surrounds you, comforts you, and strengthens you. He is the light in the darkness, the steady hand that guides you through the storms of life. When you feel like you can't go on, when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear, remember that God is with you. He is carrying you through the difficulties, and He is preparing you for the blessings that lie ahead. This season of your life is about more than just change. It is about transformation. It is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It is about stepping into the fullness of your potential and living a life that is aligned with your divine purpose. You are being called to greatness. You are being called to rise above the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. As you continue on this journey, remember that every step you take is bringing you closer to your destiny. Every decision you make, every action you take, is leading you toward the life that God has designed for you. This is a time of alignment, a time when the pieces of your life are falling into place in ways you could never have imagined. Doors are opening, opportunities are presenting themselves, and the path before you is becoming clearer with each passing day. But even as the path becomes clearer, there will be moments when you are tempted to turn back, moments when fear creeps in, when doubts arise, when you begin to question whether you are truly capable of stepping into this new season. In these moments, remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of the strength that lies within you. Remind yourself that you are a child of God, chosen for a purpose that is far greater than anything you could ever imagine. There will be people who don't understand your journey, people who try to hold you back, who try to keep you in the places of comfort and familiarity. But you are not created for comfort. You are created for greatness. And greatness requires sacrifice. It requires letting go of the things that no longer serve you. It requires stepping out of the comfort zone and into the unknown. It requires faith, faith that God is with you, guiding you, and leading you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. This is a time of separation, a time of letting go. Not everyone in your life is meant to go with you on this journey. There will be relationships, situations, and habits that you will need to leave behind as you step into this new season. While this may be difficult, it is necessary for your growth. You cannot take everyone with you into your future. Some people are only meant to be part of your past. Trust that God will bring the right people into your life at the right time. People who will support you, uplift you, and help you grow into the person you were meant to be. As you walk this path, you will encounter moments of resistance, moments when you are challenged, when you are pushed beyond your limits. But it is in these moments of resistance that you will grow the most. It is in these moments that you will discover your true strength. You are not created to live a life of mediocrity. You are created to live a life of purpose, of passion, of greatness. And greatness requires you to push through the resistance. to keep moving forward even when the road gets tough. God's whispers are not just a call to action, they are a call to transformation. They are a call to become the person you were always meant to be. They are a call to step into your destiny with faith, with courage, and with the assurance that God is with you every step of the way. As you continue on this journey, hold on to the whispers of God. Let them guide you, let them strengthen you, and let them remind you that you are walking a path that has been divinely ordained for you. This is your time, this is your season. Embrace it with faith, with courage, and with the knowledge that God is working all things together for your good. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but it is a journey that is worth taking. It is a journey that will lead you toward a future that is filled with God's blessings. With His favor, and with His purpose, you are being called to something greater, something more. Step into it with confidence, knowing that God's hand is upon you, guiding you every step of the way. As you continue to walk this path, let the assurance that you are divinely chosen and guided be your constant companion. Each step forward is not just a physical movement. It is a profound spiritual journey that is transforming you from the inside out. The whisper of God is more than just a fleeting moment of inspiration. It is a call to action, of beckoning towards the future that He has meticulously crafted just for you. And with each quiet nudge, He is leading you deeper into the purpose for which you were created. In this sacred process of transformation, you will experience moments of both great joy and great challenge. The joys will fill your heart with a deep sense of peace and fulfillment, while the challenges will test your resolve and fortify your faith. But through it all, remember that every obstacle you face is an opportunity for growth. Every trial is a chance to deepen your trust in the One who is orchestrating every detail of your life. There will be times when you may feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the calling that has been placed upon your life. You may wonder if you are truly capable of fulfilling the purpose that God has designed for you. In these moments of doubt, remember that God does not call the equipped, He equips the called. He will provide you with every resource, every bit of strength, and every ounce of wisdom that you need to succeed. Your journey may not always be easy, but it will be filled with purpose and meaning beyond what you can currently see. As you move forward, you may encounter voices of doubt, both from within and from others. Some may question your decisions, not understanding the vision that God has placed in your heart. Others may try to dissuade you from stepping into the unknown, urging you to stay within the confines of what is comfortable and familiar. But do not let these voices deter you. The path you are walking is one that has been divinely ordained. It is a path that only you can walk, and God has chosen you specifically for this journey. In this season of transformation, it is important to remain focused on the goal that God has set before you. There will be moments when the road becomes difficult, when the weight of your calling feels too heavy to bear. But in these moments, remember that you are not walking this path alone. God is with you, guiding your every step, and providing you with the strength you need to keep moving forward. His whispers are a constant reminder that you are being led by a loving and faithful Father, one who is committed to seeing you succeed. There will also be times when you feel as though you are walking in the dark, unsure of where the next step will take you. But even in these moments of uncertainty, trust that God's light is illuminating your path. Even if you can only see a few steps ahead, He is guiding you with precision and care, ensuring that every step you take is leading you toward the fulfillment of your divine purpose. As you continue to journey forward, take time to reflect on the ways in which God has already moved in your life. Consider the moments when you have felt His presence guiding you, the times when His whispers have encouraged you to take a leap of faith, Reflect on the ways in which He has provided for you, even in moments of doubt and uncertainty. These reflections will serve as reminders of God's faithfulness and will strengthen your resolve to keep moving forward. This journey is not just about reaching a destination. It is about the transformation that occurs along the way. It is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. Shedding the layers of fear and doubt, and stepping into a life that is fully aligned with God's purpose. You are being called to leave behind the old, the mindsets, the habits, the relationships that no longer serve your higher calling, and to step into the new with confidence and faith. In this process of transformation, there will be moments of letting go of the things that no longer align with the person you are becoming. Letting go of the comfort zones that have kept you from stepping into the fullness of your potential. Letting go of the fear that has held you back from pursuing the dreams that God has placed in your heart. This process of letting go may be painful, but it is necessary for your growth. It is only by releasing the old that you can fully embrace the new. As you continue to walk this path, you will find that God is constantly opening doors for you, doors that no man can close. These doors are opportunities for growth, for advancement, for stepping into the fullness of your purpose. But just as God opens doors, He also closes them. There will be doors that He shuts, not because He is withholding something from you, but because He is protecting you from what no longer serves His plan for your life. Trust in His timing, trust in His wisdom, and trust that every door He closes is leading you closer to the doors He is preparing to open. There is a divine rhythm to the way God moves in your life. His timing is always perfect, even when it doesn't align with your own. There may be moments when you feel as though things are not happening as quickly as you would like, or when you are eager to move forward but feel stuck in a season of waiting. In these moments, remember that God's delays are not denials. He is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life in ways that you cannot yet see. Trust that His timing is perfect, and that when the time is right, everything will fall into place. As you continue to walk in faith, you will begin to see the manifestation of God's promises in your life. You will see the doors open, the opportunities arise, and the blessings flow. But more than that, you will see yourself being transformed into the person you were always meant to be. This transformation is not just about external success, it is about internal growth. It is about becoming more aligned with the person that God has created you to be. More attuned to His voice, and more open to His guidance. The journey you are on is one of great significance. It is not just about achieving success or reaching a certain milestone. It is about becoming the person you were always meant to be, and living a life that is fully aligned with God's purpose. This journey will require faith, courage, and perseverance, but it will also bring you joy, fulfillment, and a deep sense of peace. As you continue to move forward, hold on to the whispers of God. Let them guide you, let them strengthen you, and let them remind you that you are walking a path that has been divinely ordained. You are not just moving forward, you are being transformed. You are becoming the person that God has always intended for you to be. And you are stepping into a future that is filled with His blessings. This is your time, this is your season. Embrace it with faith, with courage, and with the knowledge that God is working all things together for your good. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it is a road that is worth traveling. It is a road that will lead you to a life that is filled with purpose, with meaning, and with the fulfillment of God's divine plan for your life. When God calls His chosen ones, it's not merely an invitation to step into a new physical location. It is a profound call to spiritual evolution. This evolution is not a simple shift but a deep and transformative journey into the unknown, where the familiar constraints and limitations are left behind. As you move forward, you're not just physically moving away from old places, but spiritually detaching from past limitations and struggles. You are stepping into a destiny that God has specifically designed for you. A future rich with divine purpose and potential. This sacred call from God doesn't always arrive in moments of peace and calm. Sometimes it comes in the midst of crises, losses, or difficulties, when the foundation of everything you know seems to be crumbling. But it's precisely in these moments of upheaval that God's voice becomes clearest. He whispers, reminding you that He is leading you, that this moment of transformation is designed to pull you out of the old and into a new realm of spiritual growth and divine purpose. In the depths of these transitions, you may feel the pull to leave behind the things you've always known. These whispers might manifest as a quiet but persistent nudge, pushing you to consider the vastness of what lies beyond the life you've been living. The thought of leaving behind what is familiar can feel terrifying, but as a chosen one, it's essential to understand that God's plans are always greater than anything you could imagine. He is not simply asking you to leave for the sake of leaving, but to step into a more significant and meaningful role in His grand design. Perhaps you found yourself at a crossroads, feeling the weight of stagnation in your current life. You sense that change is near but aren't quite sure how to proceed. The idea of stepping into the unknown, of leaving behind everything you've ever known, can feel daunting, but as God's chosen one, you must understand that this leap into the unknown is a necessary step in your spiritual evolution. It's a divine invitation to leave behind the old patterns, the old struggles, and the old limitations, and to embrace a future filled with possibilities that align with God's divine will for your life. This moment of departure is not just about physically moving to a new place. It's about stepping into a new state of being, a state where you are free from the chains that have bound you, from the struggles that have kept you stagnant. It's about leaving behind the mindsets that have limited your growth, the relationships that have held you back, and the fears that have kept you from embracing the fullness of God's plan for your life. As you prepare to step into this new season, it's important to realize that not everyone in your current circle is meant to take this journey with you. There will be people who are not aligned with your destiny, and as difficult as it may be, part of this transformation involves letting go of those relationships. This doesn't mean that those people are bad or wrong, but it does mean that their time in your life has served its purpose. It's time to release them with love and move forward, trusting that God will bring the right people into your life, people who are aligned with your purpose and who will help you on this journey of spiritual evolution. This separation is not a punishment, but a necessary step in your spiritual growth. Just as a plant cannot thrive if it is surrounded by weeds, you cannot grow into the fullness of your purpose if you are surrounded by people or situations that stifle your growth. God is pruning your life, removing the things that no longer serve His purpose for you, and making room for new growth, new opportunities, and new relationships. As you continue to move forward, trust that God is guiding your every step. His whispers are not just gentle nudges, they are divine instructions, designed to lead you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. He is opening doors that no man can close, and He is closing doors that no longer serve His purpose for your life. Trust that every door He closes is a divine act of protection, and every door He opens is a divine invitation to step into the fullness of your destiny. This journey of transformation is not for the faint of heart. It requires faith, courage, and perseverance. But as a chosen one, you are equipped with everything you need to succeed. God has placed within you the strength, the wisdom, and the resilience to overcome every challenge that comes your way. You are not walking this path alone. God is with you, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. As you continue to listen to His whispers, remember that this journey is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the transformation that occurs along the way. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be, about stepping into the fullness of your potential, and about living a life that is fully aligned with God's divine purpose. As you move forward, embrace the uncertainty with faith. Trust that God's plan for your life is good, even when you can't see the full picture. He is working all things together for your good, and He is leading you toward a future that is filled with His blessings. The path ahead may be challenging, but it is a path worth taking. It is a path that will lead you toward a life that is filled with meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. As you continue on this journey, hold on to the whispers of God. Let them guide you, let them strengthen you, and let them remind you that you are walking a path that has been divinely ordained. This is your time, this is your season. Embrace it with faith, with courage, and with the knowledge that God is working all things together for your good. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but it is a journey that is worth taking. It is a journey that will lead you toward a future that is filled with God's blessings, with His favor, and with His divine purpose for your life. As you move forward, know that you are not just leaving behind the familiar. You are stepping into a new chapter, one filled with potential, with growth, and with the fulfillment of God's divine plan for your life. This is your time. Embrace it with open arms, knowing that the best is yet to come.